First piece we have here is a 1-inch square cold rolled steel bar. Just going to square off both ends. Squaring these off in the small horizontal, Burke number 4. This is mainly what I use this machine for. Comes in really handy. Now I've got it in the larger horizontal. This is a Brown & Sharp 1.5. You see we've got a angle cutter on there. And I'm just cutting the 90-degree groove in what will be the die. The machine's just over 100 years old, and I still find it to be very useful. So if you find one, don't be scared, pick it up. And here's another piece. This is 3/4 inch by 4 inch. Squaring it off on the little Burke again. The horizontal bandsaw gets us close, but it doesn't leave a nice edge. And here you see I've got 2 cutters stacked so that I can have a 90-degree angle on the top of this, which will be the punch. And now I've got a piece of 1/2 inch by 4 inch in the Tormach, and I'm drilling some holes here. I still can't get the carbide end mill to ramp in without breaking, so just precautionary, I drill a hole and drop it in through the hole. It adds an extra step, but it keeps me from breaking these, and they are not cheap. And while we've got it in there, I'll just square up both ends as well. This is a 4-flute Lakeshore Carbide rougher. Now we're just going to do a finish pass. Even though it's like a corncob rougher, it still leaves a decent finish, so I don't have a problem using it for something that's not very critical. These are the post sleeves. Got them in the Barnes & Oliver turret lathe. And you can see we're just chamfering the end and cutting them off. And these are the posts themselves. I'm using carriage stops on the carriage to set the depth of all these cuts. I'm using a piece of aluminum to help me set the depth. If you saw one of my previous videos, I made some collet stops for this machine, and this project is what prompted that. Just doing several of these because I really love this machine, and shows you how useful it is. And this machine is pre-war, but I still find it to be very useful, even though it's 60, 70 plus years old. Not making parts for the shuttle, but for basic stuff that tolerances aren't super critical, works just fine. And I'm doing multiples of these just to show how fast they can be produced on a machine like this. So here we have, this is the base plate with holes in it, and if you watch the weld up of this, you'll see what the holes are for. Here's our bottom die and the 2 side rails. Again, if you watch the weld up video. This is our top punch. And here we have our 2 posts and post sleeves, and they slide together, held in by an E-clip. And there's a spring that comes on the bottom. Well, that's all the parts cut up and ready to weld. I'm going to make a separate video of the welding because I like my videos to be 5 minutes or under. So if you want to see that, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Thanks for watching.